Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Look, man, the acquisition of talent doesn't stop. The acquisition of talent does not stop after the draft. Howie said it best. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to feel some type of way that we didn't draft certain players, but you got to look at it in a broader spectrum. You got to look at these things different nowadays. Listen, every gem that comes out of the draft or everybody who does their job on a professional football team isn't drafted. You know what I mean? Some guys are legendary who are drafted in what? Tom Brady was drafted later in the draft. You got some guys who made their mark as undrafted free agents. You got people who just need an opportunity. And the Philadelphia Eagles keep on acquiring talent and keep on giving people opportunities. Obviously, the guys they drafted are the guys that they felt were the best at the time in the draft for them, guys that they didn't feel like they could leave to chance or somebody else would have been able to snatch them up. But listen, man, we're still out here acquiring talent. We got 3 undrafted signees. Sorry if I butcher anybody's name. I haven't really heard of any of these guys. Sua Opettis, I think he's an offensive guard. We just snatched him up, undrafted signee. Joey Alferi, a speedy linebacker. We just signed him up. So listen, we're still moving in the same direction. Offensive guard, and now a new addition, linebacker. A lot of people are kind of wondering why we didn't address linebacker in the draft. I think we found some talent that didn't even have to be drafted. Again, TJ Edwards, another linebacker signee. I think he's a Badger, Wisconsin Badger. Marco Myers, he played for the Bucs last year. I kind of heard of him before. He was undrafted free agent with the Bucs last year, cornerback. We just brought him into rookie tryouts. Another guard, Casey Tucker from Arizona State, just invited him into rookie tryouts. So you have the draft. We want offensive lineman. We want running back. We want wide receiver. We want edge rusher. And we want quarterback in the draft. All this talent that was still left after the draft. Look at this. Offensive lineman again. 2 linebackers. One of these linebackers, if not both, are going to make the roster, in my opinion. A cornerback. We addressed cornerback. We brought some competition in there from the Bucs. And another offensive lineman. So to me, it's looking like the priority is keeping Carson Wentz safe. The priority is keeping Carson Wentz safe. We are mixing and matching these players, and we're trying to get the best 53-man roster possible. And I respect the way Howie's doing it, man. Howie said this is not a time to take vacation, and I believe him. Howie has always been a man of his word, and Howie's always, it's talent everywhere, man. You got to give these guys a chance. This just furthers our grade. This just furthers our grade in the draft. A lot of people got us at like a B+. Some experts got us at even an A in the draft. I think this definitely puts us at a B+. I mean, the weekend isn't even over, unless you count Sunday, the start of the week, like a lot of people. But the draft just ended, and we're still signing players. I believe we've signed more players than are even being announced. We're giving more players chances that have even been announced. We are looking to have this roster stacked. And I can respect it, and I like it, man. I like it. I'm anxious to see the 53-man roster. I'm anxious to see who makes the team. The all in and all out. I can't be happier. I can't be happier as an Eagles content creator or as an Eagles fan. It shows that we are moving and we are trending in a forward motion as we should be. We should never try to go backwards. And this is what good teams do. This is what good teams do. We didn't look confused in the draft. We had a plan. We knew what we were going to do. We knew where we were going to go. And that's what you want to look for out of your GM and out of your scouting team. What's the plan? I look at a lot of teams. I look at what they drafted. They had no plan. They just drafted because they had picks. What's your plan? What's your plan? It was a lot of shiny toys out there. The mistake for us would have been, all right, first round pick, we got 22. All these people left on the board. We could have grabbed Greedy Williams. We could have grabbed DK Metcalf. We could have not worried so much about offensive line. We could have did all this shiny new stuff that didn't need to be done. Our core, our specialist guys, our running backs are pretty much set. Miles Sanders put the icing on the cake. The running back room is set. The wide receiver room is set. Arcega put the icing on the cake on that. We're still working out offensive linemen, and I believe the defensive line rotation is set. It's set. But Sharif put the cake on that. See, we already had positions that were set, but we're trying to put the icing on the cake there. You know what I mean? Listen. Only time is going to tell. Did we pass up on too many guys? Did we take chances on too many guys? Should we have traded up? Listen, our offensive lineman that we took first in our first round that we traded up for, he proves to you his purpose is useful. I'll tell you why. He is an offensive lineman basically from the future, in my opinion. His play and the things that he's done is basically, his style of blocking is what we're going to see in the next 5-10 years, in my opinion. A lot of spread out, pick up the blitz, pick up your man one-on-one type of offensive play. He is molded for how the NFL is going. He's molded for how the NFL is going, and so is Miles Sanders. And who don't need a possession guy like Arcega-Whiteside, man? Who don't need a possession guy, man? I think that we did forward thinking. I think that we put the interests of the team ahead of anything else. Overall, I gotta say we got an A now. We got an A. Looking at the undrafted talent and the guys that we're bringing in to work out to potentially make the roster, I think you get an A. You get an A from me. You get an A from Lil Brunson, man. You get an A. I know I just made a video and posted it, man, but you know the undrafted talent got to be talked about, man. We really made some waves in the undrafted talent. I'm sorry. 2 linebackers and your cornerback. There you go for the guys who think that we should have drafted a linebacker. Why draft a linebacker when we can give undrafted talent a chance? Oh, we should have drafted somebody. Why do we have to go undrafted? Jason Peters was undrafted, and he's about to be a Hall of Famer.